Thank you. Here we go. Thanks so much. It's another week has gone by, and it's time once again, folks, boys and girls, mums and dads, for 3, 2, 1. Greetings from the walking deck chair. Lovely to have you all with us once again for a 3, 2, 1. As I say, it's our weekly one-hour compendium of contests, cunning, with winnings of cash and kind. The kind of prizes that you only dream about, but beware, there is a booby prize, Dusty Bin, a real collector's item, but looked after by the only dustman who could carry me away anytime, Karen Palmer. Karen. Now. Okay. Yes, you've got me. What's he supposed to be this week?
Well, Ted, my little friend here is dressed as a Victorian gentleman, because the theme of our show this week is melodrama.
That's it, melodrama. In part 2, we've got 5 little plays to show you. We've got the usual gang here. Chris, Emmett, Mike Newman's here. All our hostesses and some special guests. So don't forget, enter into the spirit of melodrama, cheer that heroine, and hiss that villain. Right now, here's Dusty and the girls to introduce you to our contestants. Give them a great welcome, please. Thank you.
From Northampton, please welcome David Fonville and Maggie Locke.
And from Eastbourne, here are Graham and Lisa Williams.
Thank you. Well, as always, we start with the quiz. 3 couples. 2 couples at the end of that play the elimination game, leaving 1 couple to hopefully go home with one of our great prizes tonight. Let's meet our first couple, and it's Lisa and Graham Williams from Eastbourne.
That's right.
Yes, a lovely place, Eastbourne. I know that very well. Do you ever go to the King's
yes,
nightclub?
We went there New Year's Eve, didn't
Yes,
we?
Did you? Had a good time?
Yes.
And the theatres are doing very well there.
Yes.
Congress, of course.
Lovely.
Now, what do you do for a living, Graham?
I'm a charge nurse in Old People's Rehabilitation Ward.
A charge nurse?
Yeah.
So you don't work for the National Health Service?
Well...
It's a lovely part of the world, some marvellous places there, of course. And I see your hobbies are walking on the downs, yes?
Yes.
Climbing hills and visiting pubs? Oh, great. So that's down walking, hill climbing and pub crawling. Lovely. And Lisa?
Yes.
Lisa's just a little unusual. Lisa, that's with 2 eyes.
That's
Lisa
right.
with 2 eyes, not
Yes.
Lisa with 1 eye. Lovely. How is that? It's not English, is it?
No, it's Finnish spelling, because I was born in Finland.
Born in Finland.
And then we moved to Sweden when I was very young. And then I came to England about 10 years ago.
So I see. So you're Finnish. Well, I've started, so you're Finnish. Right, OK. Fair enough.
Right.
And you're in nursing as well, huh?
Yes, I used to be a sister in an orthopedic ward, and since then I've had a baby, so I'm a full-time mother. And
Is that a boy and a girl?
A girl.
Boy or a girl? A girl. Lovely.
girl.
That's good. Let's have your questions. And with your questions, Fiona Curzon, ladies and gentlemen. Fiona. Yes. You're just looking a little pleased with yourself. Why is that, Fiona?
Yes, I am. The producer made a pass at me this morning.
Well, in your job, you've got no choice.
Oh, yes, I have. A mink coat or a diamond bracelet.
You don't know it. Select your question, Adrienne. OK, right. Thanks very much. You know what happens. You have to answer alternately. If you make a mistake, of course, we do have to stop you there. But if you don't know an answer, please say don't know, and we'll go on to the next question to hopefully build up your score. We let you have one to start with, and this question is about television programs and the people who introduce them. Now, we want to give you the name of the program, and when you tell us who introduces that program. Now, the South Bank Show is introduced by Melvyn Bragg, so we'll start you with that, the South Bank Show, and...
Melvyn Bragg.
This Is Your Life.
Eamon Andrews.
Punchlines. I don't know.
Clap aboard.
Don't know.
It'll Be All Right on the Night.
Don't know.
Search for a Star.
Don't know.
Your 100 Best Hymns.
Don't know.
The Book Tower.
Don't know.
That's Life.
That's strange.
I don't know.
And the Muppets, who introduces the Muppets? Right out of time on the end of that. Of course, that was Kermit the Frog introduces the Muppets. That's Life is Esther Ransom. The Book Tower is Tom Baker. Your 100 Best Hymns is done here. In fact, Derek Beatty. Search for a Star is Steve Jones. It'll Be All Right on the Night, Dennis Norden. Clap aboard, Chris Kelly. Punchlines, Lenny Bennett. You have 2 right, so you've got £20. That's not bad, right? £20. All right. Graham Geraldine Toddington from Worsthorne. Which is where?
Near Burnley.
Near Burnley, in Lancashire. I see, Ray. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a chemist for the Water Authority.
Chemist for the Water Authority, and what do you actually do up there?
I analyse sewage.
Well, I'll pass on that one if you don't know. No, I'll let that go, but that gets worse, doesn't it? You're not trying to take... Well, I suppose you are, really. You analyse sewage, yes? Well, I can't ask you any of the usual questions, like, do you take your work home with you, or... Is there plenty of work around? I daren't ask you that. Well, what are your hobbies, apart from washing your hands?
Our main hobby is Formula 1 stock car racing.
Formula 1 stock car racing?
We don't actually race, we just support it.
You like it very much?
Oh, yes, very much.
I see. And what about you, Geraldine? Are you into that as well?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
You don't actually drive them, do you?
No, not. It costs too much for a car, you know, so, but we'd love to drive one, but no, we just support it.
I see. And do you have a family?
A little boy, he'll be 1 in 2 days' time.
In 2 days' time? Oh, well, there you go. Happy birthday to him. Let's have your questions. With your questions, Alison Temple-Savage. Alison. Okay. All right. And how's the world treating you, Alison?
Don't ask, Edward. I've just been really swindled at that new clothes shop.
Mm-hmm.
They had sweaters 20% off.
Oh, what was wrong?
Well, I bought one and it only had one sleeve.
Well, that's 20% off, I suppose, isn't it? Would you like to choose a question? Thanks a lot. Okay, you just got a £20 to beat at the moment. Don't forget, if you don't know an answer, say don't know. Answer alternately. First answer, I must accept. This question is about well-known characters that appear in popular series on television. We will give you the character. We want you to give us the name of the series. Now, we'll start you with Chris Bunting, who's the main character in Life Begins at 40. So it's Chris Bunting and...
Life Begins at 40.
Amos Brearley.
Emmett Farm.
Ken Barlow.
Coronation Street.
Meg Mortimer.
Crossroads.
Jessica Tate.
Don't know.
Robin Tripp.
Man About the House.
Right, Fonzie. Do you know who Fonzie
Happy
is?
Days.
Right, Jonathan Hart.
I don't know.
Neil Burnside.
Don't know.
And Schnorbitz.
Muppets?
No. Bernie Winters would be a bit upset about that. Yes. Schnorbitz and Bernie Winters. Neil Burnside's in The Sandbaggers. Jonathan Hart is Heart to Heart. Jessica Tate is in Soap. So what do we have? 2 yes now, you know, you like that program like
Yes,
I do. 6 I think you've got right, yes. £60. And here we've got David Fonville from Guilsborough and Maggie Locke from Northampton, yes?
Right.
And David and Maggie, you are work colleagues, yes?
That's right,
I
yes.
see. And what do you work at, David?
I teach at Guilsborough School. Teach speech and drama at Guilsborough School.
Speech and drama.
Yes.
Have you ever had a hankering to go on the stage yourself?
Well, yes, until I see all the amount that's involved,
See how
and then
easy it
it's
is, oh, yeah.
and it's safer not to.
What are you involved in at the moment? Any productions going on?
Yes, we've just started rehearsals for Man of La Mancha, which is coming off the fortnight after we get back of the Easter holiday.
Musical version of Don Quixote?
That's right, yes.
Great song from that show, yes. Michael Foote becomes Prime Minister, The Impossible Dream. Love that. And are you into that as well, Maggie? Do you like that kind of thing?
Oh, yes, very much. Yes, I belong to Northampton Amateur Operatic Society. We've just finished Brigadoon and begin rehearsing for Oliver shortly.
Oliver, another fabulous musical.
That's right.
All right, let's steam on and have your questions. We've got Libby Roberts with your question. Okay, Libby. Now, Libby, just a couple of moments ago, I saw you asking one of the electricians for some burnt-out light bulbs. Why was that?
Well, I've just taken up photography, Ted.
Yeah, well,
Well, I need them for my dark room.
they'd work in there, wouldn't they? Yeah. Thanks a lot. Right, David and Maggie, here we go for you. £10 each correct answer. Don't know, say don't know. Right, this question is about the male lead in various serials and series seen on TV. We will give you the name of the shows. We want you to give us the chief male actor. Now, we'll start you with Edward and Mrs. Simpson, which had Edward Fox as the chief male actor. So it's Edward and Mrs. Simpson and...
Edward Fox.
Wurzel Gummidge.
John Pertwee.
The Good Life.
Don't know.
The Gaffer.
Don't know.
Sapphire and Steel.
Don't know.
Rising Damp.
Don't know.
Shelley.
Don't know.
To the Manor Born.
Penelope Keith.
Ah, chief,
Oh,
yes,
sorry.
chief male actor, I have to accept that. Sorry,
Yes.
David.
Yeah,
of course, now you know it's Peter Bowles, don't you?
Yes.
Yes, and Shelley, of course, was Hoole Bennett. Howell Bennett, Hewell Bennett. 6 was Rising Damp, Leonard Rossiter. Sapphire and Steel, the male actor, there's David McCallum. The gaffer, of course, is Bill Maynard. And The Good Life, Richard Bryars.
Right.
Now you know. Yes, we've just got 2, so you also have £20. Right. Okay. So, at the end of the first round, we've got Graham and Lisa on £20. We also have David and Maggie on £20, but in the lead at the moment are Geraldine and Ray. £60 they have. Gotcha. Right. Good luck this time. If we could get a maximum, it would be nice. Would you like to choose your questions? Thank you, Fiona. All right. Here we go. Second round of questions for you, and hold Graham very tightly, Lisa. Yes. This question is about sporting clubs which are concerned with one particular sport. We will give you the name of the club, and we want you to give us the sport at that club. We'll start you with Leander, which, of course, is rowing. So it's Leander and...
Rowing.
Birchfield Harriers. What sport?
Don't know.
Hull Kingston Rovers.
Football.
Oh, no, I'm sorry about that, Lisa. In fact, it is rugby league, and the powers that be tell me I can only accept rugby league, so therefore you only still have £20, but it's still £20. Bye-bye. It's worth it. Right, Ray and Geraldine, can we have your questions, please? Thank you, Alison. And you are going for £60 for each correct answer. Let's see what we have for you. This question is also about sporting personalities, and the sports they chiefly excel at. We will give you the name of a sportsman or a sportswoman. We want you to give us the sport they're usually connected with. Now, Mike Brearley is connected with cricket, so that's the one we'll start you with. Mike Brearley is connected with...
Cricket.
Trevor Brooking.
Football.
Ray Reardon.
Snooker.
Sue Barker.
Tennis.
Duncan Goodhue.
Swimming.
Steve Cawthon.
Jockey.
Gareth Williams.
Don't know.
Jack Nicklaus.
Golf.
John Conte.
Boxing.
And Sebastian Coe.
Athletics.
Right, so there's just one you didn't know there. That was number 7, Gareth Williams, is in fact rugby union. But what have you got? Yes, you have 9 right there. 9 6s are 54. £540. Thanks a lot, Libby. Okay, you are also going for £20 for each correct answer. Now, this question is about international sportsmen and women and the countries they come from. We will give you the name of the personality, and we want you to give us their country, men and women. Now, Emil Zatopek comes from Czechoslovakia, so we'll start you with Emil Zatopek is from...
Czechoslovakia.
Steve Ovett.
Don't know.
Pele. Where is Pele from?
Don't know.
Olga Korbut.
Don't know.
Bjorn Borg.
Sweden.
Yvonne Crawley.
Australia.
Mark Spitz.
America.
Alvin Shokamola.
Don't know.
Gary Player.
Australia.
No, I'm afraid it's South Africa.
Right.
A bit near, but a bit far too. Gary Player's from South Africa. Alvin Shokamola is from Germany. Yes, you know now. Olga Korbut.
It's from Russia.
Yes,
Yes,
she's from
of
Russia,
course.
with not much love. Pele is from Brazil. Steve Ovett, of course, is
British.
English. Yes.
I know.
There we are. However, what do you do? You got 4 right, so you've got, yes, £80 you have. 80. Okay. So then, at the end of the quiz, Graham and Lisa on £20 there. We've got David and Maggie on £80, but the winners, no doubt, this week are Geraldine and Ray, £540. Oh, yes. Well done. Lovely. Oh, dear. It's always terrible to have to say goodbye to somebody on a question like that, rugby league and football.
Right.
I bet you're not really into that kind of thing anyway, are you, Lisa?
Not football,
Not
really.
football, there you are. Not to worry. There you are. They're all in one, so it looks a lot.
Thank you.
So that's not bad, is it?
No.
£20, but he's worth a lot more than that
Yes.
dusty bin.
Yeah, you-
I'm sure he's going to be really appreciated.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Lisa,
Thank
for
you very
coming.
much.
Take care. Graham, thanks a lot. Take care. Good luck. Thank you. Right. Okay, folks, we're away just for a couple of minutes. See you on 3, 2, 1 after the break. Don't go far now. Right, Part 2, ladies and gentlemen, of 3, 2, 1, our video elimination game. We have Ray and Geraldine from Burnley here. They're playing Maggie and David from Northamptonshire. Now, as you know, at the bottom of the screen, we've got a bat which you can move from left to right by using the control stick here. You've got 7 balls. You've got to try and hit the balls against the wall. If you manage to get the ball through the wall, believe me, it will come tumbling down, and that score really will build up. If you do miss the ball, you must pass the control stick to your partner, who continues playing, all right? OK, naturally, the one with the high score will go through with the chance of taking home a great prize tonight. So good luck to you, David and Maggie. Who's playing first out of you two?
David.
Hi.
David is, right. There you go, David. All right, Ray, Geraldine, who's going first?
Me, please.
It's going to be Ray, right.
Thank you.
All right, now we have a light here in the middle. You know, when that starts to flash, we're on the last few seconds of the game. So good luck to you. Here we go now. 3, 2, 1, right.
Do I press it?
That's it.
Oh, sorry.
The light is now flashing and you've run out of balls here, OK? If you would like to just hold it there. Let's see how well we have done. We've got Maggie and David here. They've scored 15. Ray and Geraldine have only got 24. 24 you scored. Well done. Nicely. Well. OK. That means that Ray and Geraldine from Burnley are going through with a chance to take home one of our fabulous prizes. Don't forget our bin. We've always got him on the show. We do have to say cheerio to David and Maggie. Lovely having you here. What was the money they won in the quiz?
£80.
£80 you have. There's, of course, your ceramic bin. Here we are. Your photo frame, of course, and your video game. Ladies and gentlemen, thank them very much. Maggie, take care. Lovely to have you. God bless you. There you go. Thank you. Good luck. Right, OK. Here we go, then. That means that Ray and Geraldine are going to go through. You know, we've got 5 sketches for you to see. And, of course, we've got 5 prizes, 4 terrific ones, plus the booby of Dusty Bin. You know, at the end of every sketch, we have one of the characters come to our table and leave you a clue object. They'll read you a rhyme, which will definitely be a clue, all right? When we have 3 of these on the table, I will ask you to reject one of them. When, in fact, you've rejected 4, the one that remains will determine the prize that you take home with you tonight, all right? Yes? As I told you at the top of the show, our theme tonight is melodrama. And to illustrate this, we have a special 5-act play for you entitled Where is Percy? A story immersed in emotion, drenched with despair, and alive with anticipation. And it all starts in a cottage occupied by a widow and her daughter-in-law, Alice.
Oh, alas and alack-a-day, that we should face such barbarity.
Only if you're making a cup of tea, dear.
Ever since she lost her son at sea, she's on the very brink of insanity.
And remember, no sugar, thank you, Alice.
Percy, her son, my sturdy husband, was a sailor. His ship foundered in a devastating typhoon, so prevalent in foreign waters. Since then, her mind has gone.
Has gone? Well, now that would be nice.
But I have not yet given up hope that one day Percy will return. But until then, I am all alone. Save for Septimus, my gentle but half-witted brother. Oh, what am I to do? We have only 2 days to find the rent before so ruthless poor grinder casts us out. Could that be a knock on the door? Who is there? My gentle but half-witted brother.
'Tis I.
Septimus. Oh, Septimus, we are at the very door of the workhouse.
Will they do say, Alice, as one door opens, another one closes? Or is it the other way around?
Oh, the very forces of darkness are conspiring against us to make our lives a living hell.
Methinks all is not well here. Do not weep, Alice. They say, as one door... They say, it is always darkest before the dawn.
But so ruthless. We'll throw 3 of us out in 2 days. Oh, if only sturdy Percy were here, things would be so different.
Aye, he'd be throwing 4 of us out. I look through the window and see who's at the door. It is Sir Rufus!
Bolt the door!
She thinks I'm out of my mind.
I will not have that man in my house.
Your house? This is my property, woman.
Oh, thank goodness. Someone's bringing a pot of tea at last.
Sir Michael.
Now then, let's have the clue.
What's that going to be?
The clue is a duster.
A little yellow duster, look at that.
There you go, that's the clue, a duster.
The clue.
And what about the rhyme?
The rhyme here. Mrs. Threadgold wanted tea, so Ruthless had no pot. The answer's pretty clear. A pot and a tot. But what?
But what? Any idea, Ray? What do you think, Joe? Perhaps something like that. Yes. Well, you've got plenty of time to think about it, but thank Mike Newman in the meantime.
My
Mike?
pleasure.
Take care, mate. Right, okay. Nice that you're thinking about it so early on. You think it might be something to do with wine, yes? All right, then, let's see. You know, you've got to think about getting rid of one of them when we have 3 on the table. We'll move on now with our story about Alice, who's about to find out some startling news from Sir Ruthless. And the scheming squire shows us his true colours.
Well, my dear, we are alone at last.
'Tis true, Sir Ruthless. Oh, cruel fate, that you should send my mother-in-law away to visit a sick and ailing friend, and that my gentle but half-witted brother Septimus should have to join her. But surely, sir, you will remember that you are the squire and I a married woman.
I have here a letter. I have here a letter which may throw a new light on your marital status.
It cannot be so.
It is so.
Oh.
So, get it. Here I lay the trap that will ensnare this ravishing beauty. Read the letter for yourself.
It is from Percy, I know it. He is lost to me forever. Gone and never made me mother. I cannot, I will not, I shall not read this letter.
Why not?
I can't read.
I knew it. The plan is working. Well, Widow Treadbold.
It is as I thought. I am undone.
Well, undone? And more undone than ever I dared to hope. Your husband and his ship is lost, destroyed in a devastating typhoon.
It's so prevalent in foreign waters.
You can never hope to pay the rent, but I am here to succor you in your hour of grief.
Really?
Here is where I spring the trap. Come and live with me at the Great Hall.
Never.
But you have no choice. It's Hobson's alternative.
I think I might try Hobson's alternative.
You mean to say you would have me throw your family out into the cold? You heartless hussy. Well, if you should change your mind, it's black pudding and mash at the hall at 8. Sharp! She's mine.
accept him.
If it means a home for mother-in-law and you, I shall do anything.
But it's a ruse, it's a whim, a mere stratagem. Percy's mother is an aged and wizened old crone. He won't let her live in that classy house of his. You know what they say, don't you?
What?
People who live in class houses shouldn't stow crones.
Adrienne Posta. Adrienne, lovely to have you here. We've got Ray and Geraldine here from Burnley. And before Adrienne came here, you know, recently you've been on a tour with the Old Vic.
That's right.
Yeah,
yes.
and you didn't know you were going to do another one with it tonight, did you?
No, this is the longest tour I've ever been on.
Yeah, it's lovely to have you with us. I must
Lovely
be
to
fair.
be here.
Listen, you won't remember this, but the last time we worked was a long, long time ago when you were
yes.
doing the rock and roll. Do you even remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Oh, how dare you remember this?
There you are, you see.
I'm going to do a Russell Harty. How dare you remember this?
Well, at least I'd enjoy it if you did it like that. That's fine. So listen, what are you going to leave then as the clue?
Well, I'm leaving a goose feather.
Oops. No, Russell might enjoy that. Now...
Really?
Sorry about that.
Never said a thing. Who is this person? Right, and here's the clue. Ruthless is dropping young Alice a line, but Alice now knows better. If you were to settle at this one, you might get in the odd letter.
Ray, what do you say?
Crumbs.
Crumbs is what you say.
Yes,
Well, it might be a bit more than crumbs.
We take some of the letters. Ruth,
Oh, that's a good point.
Alice.
It might be an
Wow.
anagram or something.
Well, it's going to be something, we can tell you that, but please thank Adrienne Posta. Thank you, Adrienne.
Thank you.
So you said crumbs, and what did you think it could be, Geraldine?
Well, it's got to be something with those letters, I
Yes.
think.
Uh-huh. Good, okay. We'll just keep thinking away there. When we have the next one, then we've got to get rid of one, all right? Meanwhile, in our play The Plot Thickens of our melodrama Where is Percy, had we returned to find Alice being warned by one of the kitchen staff. Now, will she heed that warning? Let's see.
The master told me to show you in here, madam. He's with the cook at present, selecting a peasant for dinner.
You mean a pheasant, you silly girl?
I knows what I means.
Oh, madam! Whatever is the matter? You're in moral danger. You mean mortal danger?
That comes afterwards. Best be going. The master will be coming.
The master will be coming.
Not if you've locked him out, he won't. Ah! So you change your mind? Well, don't stand there gawping, girl. Get the fire laid. All right, get into the scullery, girl. You are the most beautiful girl in the whole world. Be mine this instant.
No! Never! Never!
Be mine.
You brute! You bully! You pig! You bully!
Have you stopped your abuse?
How much have I got?
You shall be mine.
Oh! Oh! Oh, Percy! If you are up there now, looking down on me, please help me now!
Alice!
Percy! Percy!
Well, Sir Ruthless, what have you to say now?
Hello, sailor.
Hey, Ron. Ron Fraser, indeed. Listen, I've heard of some quick nose jobs, but that was ridiculous. Listen, what are you going to leave as the clue here?
Well, I've got here a bit of rubble.
Bit of rubble is the clue. Uh-huh. And what about the rhyme, Ronnie? What's that?
The rhyme. Percy's returned from the east. We wonder if he flew. The ceiling's all over the floor. Will this be all over for you?
So, Geraldine, what do you think?
Rubble.
Rubble.
East. No.
Well, that's the first thought. Huh? Well, I tell you what, will you please thank Mr. Ronnie Fraser, because I'm going to. Ronnie, thank you very much indeed.
Thank
Ronnie
you.
Fraser, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Ronnie. Well, no idea what it could be?
It's very difficult.
It is a little difficult, yes. We don't make it easy for you here, but we've got the quill feather, the goose feather was brought in by Adrienne Posta. I can read that again, or the duster brought in #1 by Mike Newman. Which would you like to hear?
The duster again.
The duster you'd like to hear? Well, Mike said, Mrs. Threadgold wanted tea, so Ruthless had no pot. The answer's pretty clear. A pot and a tot, but what? So, you've got to reject one right now.
Crumbs.
Yes, the crumbs. No, I don't think you said that one was crumbs, did you? You said that was the other one. However, one's got to go.
Could you reject the duster?
You want to reject the duster? Yes? Well, you should have said please half-heartedly. Want to get rid of the duster?
Yes, please.
All right, Ray. OK, Geraldine, you're rejecting the duster brought in by Mike Newman, which was the #1 item this evening. And Mike said, Mrs. Threadgold wanted tea, so Ruthless had no pot. The answer's crystal clear. Well, could the answer to this be an empty pot? Well, Mike brought in a duster, so of course that would make you think of dusty bin. Or could the crystal clear be a reference to glass and the duster for polishing? Well, you're thinking about it. You also said here a pot and a tot, but what? Well, that's the second time in the rhyme we've mentioned pot, and no wonder, because that's what you've rejected, a teapot. But not just a teapot, this complete Victorian-style silver-plated tea service together with enough glassware for many a tot. Look at this. Yes. There we are. Come up there. What do you think, Geraldine? Go over there, Ray. Just have a quick look at that. What do you think? Huh?
Oh,
do you have anything like this at home?
Nope.
Nothing like that.
No idea, huh? You didn't think, you thought it was the dustbin, did you?
No, I didn't think...
You didn't think it was the dustbin?
We don't think anyone's the dustbin.
Yeah. Well, it's a terrific prize, I think you'll agree. Look at that beautiful cut glass, isn't that magnificent?
My baby would drop it, so...
Your baby would drop... I bet your baby wouldn't be allowed anywhere near this if you were to take it home. However, you've rejected it. I think you'll agree it's a super prize. We're going away just for the break. Be back soon on 3, 2, 1. Don't you go too far. What do you think about that? Oh, it was nothing. Welcome to part 3, where Ray and Geraldine Toddington from Burnley have just rejected a fantastic service of her tea set and marvellous glasses. However, one prize has to go at the end of part 2, you know that. We're going to get back now to our tear-jerking tale. So Percy is alive after all, and the happy couple are reunited. But what really did happen at sea?
How come you to treat my wife so, sir?
This you call a treat?
Unhand my wife, Sir Ruthless.
You will answer for this, Threadgold.
Here is my answer, sir.
Oh, Percy, we're saved. But how on earth did you get here?
I was drawn here by some strange, irresistible force. Gravity. I was upstairs and heard your scream, so I thought I'd drop in.
But we all thought that you'd been devoured by a devastating typhoon.
So prevalent in foreign waters.
But how did you escape its wrath? I mean, did you cling to a piece of flotsam, floating for days, defying death?
No.
Then did you grab out for a piece of the shore after doing all you could to save your shipmates?
No.
Then how on earth did you not die?
I didn't go.
Oh.
I tripped on a rope down by the docks, banged my head. After that, I remember nothing.
Did you get amnesia?
I can't remember. How long ago was it?
3 years.
3 years?
3 years.
3 years. Not two, not one, but 3 long, lingering years. Oh. Sheer instinct brought me back to the village of my birth. Why, Sir Ruthless must have taken me into his house, hoping eventually to have his evil way with you.
What have you actually been doing these past 3 years?
I can't remember.
We can.
Chris Emmett, a rather short sailor.
Yes, they're cutting down on the Navy this year.
All right, Chris, what's going to be the clue for them?
Well, I'm leaving for you.
A fourth baby?
Yes, another baby, all right? Shut up. Right, okay. And here's your rhyme. Percy's been driven to violence, and he's knocked the villain out. This could be the road to success. You'll have to sort out a doubt.
What do you say,
I think
Gerald?
that's the dustbin.
You do, why?
Yeah.
Argue about that when you thank Chris Emmett, will you, Chris?
Thank you,
Chris.
Ted. Good luck.
Chris Emmett. So what do you think, Charlie? You're arguing against Ray there. He thinks it's the bin, yes?
Well, I don't think any of those two are the bins. So...
Well, you can hear the piece of rubble again brought in by Ronnie just now, or the goose feather brought in by Adrienne Posta. Which of those two would you like to hear?
Yeah, the goose feather.
You'd like to hear the goose feather? Yes. Adrienne said, Ruthless is dropping young Alice a line, but Alice knows no better. If you were to settle at this one, you might get in the odd letter. Well, which one is going to go? One has to go.
The baby.
We'll reject the baby, please.
Yes?
Yes.
You sure, Geraldine?
Yes.
What do you think it could be? You have no idea what it could be, have you?
No, I don't think that's the dustbin.
You don't? All right, but you want to reject the baby?
Yes,
please.
Oh, please, he says. Please, we'll reject the dustbin. OK, Chris has just brought this in and said Percy's been driven to violence. He's knocked the villain out. This could be the road to success. You'll have to sort out a doubt. That's what Chris has just said. OK, Percy's driven to violence. This could be the road to success. Well, did that make you think of the car or a car? Well, obviously, that was the intention, but you know how tricky our rhyme writers can be here. In fact, they were pretty straight with you, would you believe it or not, because he'd knocked the villain out, and this could be the road to success, because you have rejected the only baby on our show, Dusty Ben. You're done it.
Oh, great stuff.
There he is, Geraldine. Well, Ray was right straight away there, weren't you, Ray? But you're so thrilled now you got rid of him.
Oh,
Huh?
yes.
You're going home with something nice tonight. You know that. Well, he's not too bad, you know, really. When you get to know him, let's have our final act of Where is Percy? This last scene is fraught with revelation, and believe me, are you in for a few surprises here?
What means this, Percy? Little do you know, but things are not what they seem.
Alice, these poor girls were the victims of Sir Ruthless. Why, they were forced to work here at the Great Hall through shame. Shame! Yes, through shame, for fear of social ostracism. Oh, sorry.
It is so.
You acknowledge the fact, sir?
Why should I not? Little do you know. But I am not all I would also appear to be, neither.
Well, then, who do you think you are?
All in good time.
Ah, 'tis Septimus, my gentle but half-witted...
Ah, shut up! For years I put up with that gentle but half-witted brother bit, but now the time has come. I am, in fact, the rightful heir to the poor Grinder estates, the firstborn son. I was brought up by Mrs. Threadgold in the death of my father and cheated, nay, cheated out of my inheritance by the evil Sir Ruthless.
'Tis true?
'Tis. Mrs. Threadgold has sworn an affidavit this very afternoon. I have given her the cottage in appreciation of her kindly deeds.
And what have you to say to that, sir?
I say, hurrah! My dearest Alice.
Percy!
Little do you know, but I was forced to do this by Sir Ruthless. Otherwise, he would have thrown all our family out.
How come I didn't know you?
Well, 3 years is a long time, dearest.
Yes,
So, little did you know, I am Ruthless, Septimus's stepbrother. 'Tis true he is the rightful heir, so you may live happily ever after. Alice!
Oh, we are saved at last!
Just a moment, Dolly Clackett.
Oh, no! Discovered at last! Oh, no, my truth is out! Oh, dear, it's true! I am who what you said I was.
Where is my Ellie? Ah! I think Mrs. Threadgold will answer that. She approaches.
Mother!
No, Percy Threadgold, master of disguise. This is your wife!
Okay then, Fiona, what are you going to leave then as the clue?
Well, this glass plate.
Glass plate is the clue. And you have a rhyme for Ray and Geraldine, yes?
Yes. So Ruthless might think this was magic. This should shed some light. Blow off the dust, it's up to date. Your hopes could slide tonight.
So.
Could be a camera.
Oh, he's in like a flash this Ray. He's got so leery now the bin's gone. Whoa. Great. Anyway, thank Fiona Curzon, will you? Thank you, Fiona. Thank you very much. Well, you're nodding, Geraldine. What do you think that could be?
I think I agree with Ray. Slides.
Yes.
Or camera equipment. Or something like
well, we still have the goose feather there that Adrienne brought in, or the piece of rubble brought in by Ronnie Fraser. You can hear either of those two again.
I'd like to hear the
that one.
You'd like to hear the piece of rubble? Yes, OK. Ronnie said, Percy's returned from the east. We wonder if he flew. The ceiling's all over the floor. Will this be all over for you? Any idea?
Like a holiday, isn't it?
It sounds like a holiday.
Yes. However, you've got to reject one. It's down.
Yes, I think we'll reject that, please.
You're rejecting it, so nobody gets a holiday this year. Right.
Doesn't look like it.
OK, then. You're rejecting the piece of rubble brought in by Ronnie Fraser, and he said, Percy's returned from the east. We wonder if he flew. Could this be a trip somewhere, which is just what you think it is? Well, perhaps not, because after all, we did say Percy's returned. The ceiling's all over the floor. There was a lot of rubble all over the floor. We know it can't be the bin, that's gone. Well, we did ask, will this be all over for you? Well, what else might be all over the floor that might fly in, possibly from the east? What do you think? This fantastic carpet. Take a look at this. Now then, Geraldine, what do you think, huh? You think that's nice? Would that have fitted in at home somewhere?
Not really.
Not really?
It's nice, but...
Oh, well, you could have knocked the wall down and gone outside with it, couldn't you?
It's only a small house.
It's only it's rather lovely, though.
It's
It'd
beautiful.
be sacrilege to cut a marvellous carpet up like that, wouldn't it? Gorgeous carpet, worth a lot of money, and you've just rejected it. So there we are, we're down to the final two. We've got the feather again, the goose feather brought in by Adrienne, or Fiona Curzon just brought in the glass plate. I can read both of them again. Fiona said for you, Sir Ruthless might think this was magic. That should shed some light. Blow off the dust, it's up to date. Your hopes could slide tonight. You thought that was...
That could either be a camera or a car. Perhaps.
Yeah.
Camera or car? Well, you've gone off the camera straight away. Now you're on a car, huh?
The photographer would be
all right. Well, we've got the goose feather brought in by Adrienne, who said, Ruthless is dropping young Alice a line, but Alice knows no better. If you were to settle at this one, you might get in the odd letter.
Odd letter, odd letter.
That could be a registration number.
Could be a oh, suddenly the writing desk is now a car.
Crikey.
Oh, we got two cars here tonight. Oh, that's good. So, what do you think?
Meeny, miny, moe. I think get rid of that one.
Yes, we'll get rid of the
Is that
feather.
what you think?
Well, it's...
I do.
Yes,
you,
it's difficult
Geraldine
to tell.
does. Oh, yes, she says, yeah, I do.
It's
But he says,
difficult
no,
to
it's
tell.
difficult. What do you think? It's down to you. What do you think, audience? Any idea what they should do? Keep the feather. Oh, really? Well, we'll chuck it to them. Maybe they want it. What do you reckon? One has to go. It's entirely up to you. It's your decision. Really, nobody should influence
We'll get
you.
rid of the feather, I think.
Ray wants to get rid of the feather.
You think that's to do with it?
Well...
We'll say no.
Well, don't worry about them. This is your husband. You married him for life, not them. What do you reckon?
What audience is it?
Well, Ray's a keen photographer and So, yeah, we'll get rid of
We'll
the
get
feather.
rid of the feather, please.
Oh, dear. OK, so you got your own way in the end, didn't you?
Odd letter.
Well, I nearly got to it. Is that going or not?
Oh.
Come on, Ray.
We'll get rid of it, please. Sure. Could be a
I can't tell you what you're doing with our crews outside. They're going crazy.
Oh, dear.
One has to go. Which one's going?
The feather.
All right, Geraldine?
Geraldine
Ray
says
agrees
the
with
feather,
that.
yes.
All right, the feather is going to be rejected, brought in by Adrienne Posta. Ruthless is dropping young Alice a line, but Alice knows no better. If you were to settle at this one, you might get in the odd letter. That's how the rhyme went. OK, Ruthless is dropping young Alice a line. Alice knows no better. Dropping a line, or were we shooting you a line there? Were we giving you a pen and pencil, or, in fact, the quill pen? If you were to settle at this one, you might get in the odd letter. Well, if you were going to get in, together with the odd letter, if it was a B, of course, would be bin, but not this time. You know he's gone. The key there is dropping a line and the letter. And yes, you're right. You would have enjoyed settling down to write all your letters at this magnificent Victorian writing desk with chair. Look at this. Well, oh, great. Ray says it's nice. Well, it is nice. It's a fantastic Victorian writing desk. It's a marvellous piece of antique furniture. There's silver inkwells, etc. there. The whole thing is well over £1,250, I can tell you that. And that would have fitted in at home, Geraldine, wouldn't it?
Would.
OK, well, look, here we are. We're down to the last one. This will be the prize you're going to take back with you. The plate brought in just now by Fiona Curzon, who said, "So Ruthless might think this was magic. That should shed some light. Blow off the dust. It's up to date. Your hopes could slide tonight." There. Oh, what were you saying back there?
Video.
Oh, well, holiday car, video, everything's going on. All right, let's see. So Ruthless might think this was magic. That should shed some light. Well, what could be magic that might shed some light? How about a magic lantern? Would you like a magic lantern? You would? OK, well, just take a look at this here. Look. What do you say to that? A magic lantern. You didn't know they still existed, did you?
No, that's true.
How do you feel about winning a magic lantern? Not very happy by the look of your face, right?
Dusty a bit.
It's a bit dusty, yeah, dustier than Dusty Bin, I think. But let's see, what have we got here? We've got a little switch on the side. Let's have a look at this here. Look. Oh, well, yes, we've got a screen there with a slide. We've got a slide in the magic lantern here, which shows you a little bit of camera equipment. But how do you feel about just winning that?
Oh, great.
Great, I'm sure you do, because you were right all along. In fact, it was something to do with camera. Just take a look at this here now. Come along. Take a look. Stand over there, Geraldine. Now then, Ray, what do you think to this? Great. Great?
Fantastic.
Ah, yes.
Smashing.
Great, he says fantastic. In fact, we've got the 3 cameras here in all. One of them, would you believe, is a movie camera with the microphone, so you can take your own talking movies. We've got lots of films for you. We've got the projector, and there's everything here. I can't tell you, there is just so much. 4 changeable lenses, a lot of money, and a marvellous prize. Are you happy, Geraldine?
Oh, yes.
There you go. Well, you can take a lot of pictures, still and moving ones, of that little boy. Is it a little boy?
Yeah.
Lovely. Well, good luck to you all. Have a marvellous time. Satisfied customers, and the money they won in the quiz, £540. There you are. Lovely. Congratulations, Ray. Lovely. Ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. More satisfied customers. Look forward to seeing you next week, 3, 2, 1. Have a good week, everybody. Goodbye now.